Hey, what's up guys? My name is Lawrence Phillip, aka DJ Random, and today we're gonna be working on some Juno 106 pad. And if you're wondering what that sounds like, it's this particular sound. And the sound that we'll be working on is this lead sound. This sound is coming from Roland Juno 106. And this is another one of those very classic sound. So you know what? Let's just get started, okay? As always, we're gonna initialize the preset. And then we're gonna turn on to oscillator right here. Normally what I would do is I would just add a unison right here and then detune it. We're gonna try to replicate a Juno 106. And back in the days, they don't have this kind of unison to detune a sound. So we're gonna do it kind of like the old school way. So what we do is we're gonna fine tune this against each other. So what we do is let's move this to like 4 or 5 right here. And then let's bring this to -5. So let's see how that sounds like. Okay, now that we've got that detune sound, and then we're gonna go to voicing and we wanna switch this to mono. And then what we're doing next is we're gonna go to this envelope where we're gonna bring down this sustain, maybe like right around here maybe, and then we'll bring up the release at around 800, something like that. Okay, now that we have that, we want to apply this envelope to the filter too. So let's turn on this filter. And then what we'll do is let's bring that there, bring it here, and then let's go like around here. And then we'll do the same thing to the resonance. And we'll bring it down to around here. So let's see how that sounds like. After we have this, now we're gonna go to the matrix. And what we'll do is we'll go to the auxiliary source. And then we're gonna assign this the macro one. Okay, now that we have this, let's see what that does. So basically what this macro does is it's controlling the envelope. So let's just rename this as an envelope. Okay, and then the next thing, when we're trying to replicate some vintage analog synth, it has a little bit of like a pitch drift in them. So we're gonna try to replicate that with this. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna use LFO1 right here. And then what we're gonna do is we're gonna turn the BPM, we'll keep it on about a quarter. And what we wanna do is mode, make sure it's off. And then we want to assign this to the course right here. And then we want to bring it down to about 1. And we're going to be doing the same thing to oscillator B. See the problem when we listen to that? There is too much of a pitch drift. So we're going to go back to the matrix. And then we're going to assign the auxiliary source to macro 2. So in a way, this works like a vibrato too. So let's rename that. And then the next thing is let's make some subtle pitch drift. So let's go to LFO2. And let's make some new like something like this. And then let's make this to be very fast. And then we're gonna assign this to the fine right here. And also to the oscillator B. And then let's change the direction of this into both way. And then we want to bring this to about maybe 4. We're pretty much done with the synthesizer part. And then the next thing that we have to do is we're going to go to the FX. So the first thing that we're going to put on is a distortion right here. And what we're going to do is we're going to assign a macro 3 here to the drive. So let's rename that. And then the next thing we're going to do is we're going to put a chorus. So let's just reduce the depth. And then after that, let's add a little bit of a delay. So we're going to go with the 1/8. And then we'll use a ping pong right here. And then next, we're going to add a compressor. And then we're going to add a reverb. Let's reduce the size, add the mix. Let's add a little bit of a low cut right here. And then last, we're going to put an EQ. About like this. So this is pretty much the Juno 106 lead that we can build with Serum using just the default wavetables, but we can make this sounds a little bit more authentic by using a different wavetable. In this case, I'm going to use this one, DMS Classic Analog Waves. And this one is not coming with Serum, but you can download this for free. Just Google DMS Classic Analog Waves and you'll find it there. And then what I did was using the Juno 106 saw. Because this Juno 106 saw was sampled from a Juno 106. As you can see, the saw is not exactly perfect. So let's do that too for the other one. And then let's listen to it. And then another thing that we could do is if we want to make this sounds more authentic, previously on the FX, we were using a chorus right here. But instead of using the chorus that comes with Serum, let's just disable this. There is actually a free plugins that you can download from Tal, I think. They actually have a chorus that's actually modeled after the Juno 106 chorus. I mean, like, that's what make a Juno 106 very famous, is actually this actual chorus. So let's see how that sounds with this chorus. As you can tell, the tall chorus makes this sounds a lot thicker. And they have actually two style of chorus in here, so we can just try either one of them. But that's pretty much it. You know, you can get like a pretty close to authentic sound of a Juno 106 lead by using the default Serum wavetable, but you can make it sounds even closer when you're using a saw wavetable that you sample straight up from Juno 106, and also using a chorus that's actually modeled after the Juno 106, then you get pretty much a sounds that's really close to Juno 106. So there you have it, guys. Juno 106 lead tutorial. If you guys like this, please give me a thumbs up, and if you find this to be helpful, please subscribe to my channel because I'm updating this channel regularly now. And you can also download this patch that we just made for free on the description down below. So thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you on the next tutorial.